Good evening, everyone. So tonight we are going to discuss about the internationalism. Next slide, please. So what is internationalism? Internationalism is the desire for greater cooperation and unity among states and people. So it emphasizes the interconnectedness of nations through trade, diplomacy, environmental agreements, and international organization such as United Nations and World Trade Organizations that was already discussed by the past reporters last meeting. So, next slide. So there are two forms of internationalism, which are liberal internationalism and socialist internationalism. So, first, let us discuss the liberal internationalism. Next slide, please. Pareho kog next day. Next pa jud. So, there are major thinkers of liberal internationalism, which is first Immanuel Kant. He is the first major thinker of liberal internationalism. He is a late 18th century German philosopher. Kant likened state in a global system to people living in a given territory. States, like citizens of countries, must give up some freedoms and establish a continuously growing state consisting of various nations, which will ultimately include the nation of the world. In short, Kant imagined a form of global government. So, what do you mean by global government? So, global government refers to the hypothetical system where a single governing body oversees and makes decision for all countries worldwide. So, ang meaning sa global government is, mura gusto ni Immanuel Kant nga kanang murag na bitaw isa ka leader sa isa ka state sa world nga siya ra ang mag-lead sa tanan, then murag ang leader sa tibuok country kay ay sa tibuok world kay isa lang. So murag katura siya ang sundon sa tanan para feeling siguro niya kay para maghiusa siguro ang tanan. So mao na iyahang gi gusto nga mahitabo. So next philosopher thinker is Jeremy Bentham. Next slide, please. Jeremy Bentham. He coined the word international in 1780. He is a late 18th century British philosopher. Advocated the creation of international law that would govern in interstate relations. Bentham believed that objective global legislators would aim to propose legislation that would create the greatest happiness of all nations taken together. So he believed that laws should be created with the global of maximizing happiness for as many people as possible. He argued that lawmakers should think beyond individual interests or national boundaries and consider the well-being of all people worldwide. In his view, an ideal global legislative system would prioritize the greatest overall happiness, ensuring the laws benefit not just one nation but all nations collectively. So kanang si Jeremy Bentham gusto niya kay kanang ang mga ang policies and law sa isa ka nation kay kanang dapat mauyunan sa tanan og ang tanan kay kanang happy bitaw sa unsa nga law and policy ang naa sa isa ka country. So mao to ang iyang kanang murag gi-propose. So next is si Giuseppe Mazzini, the first thinker to reconcile nationalism with liberal internationalism. So he is a 19th century Italian patriot, both an advocate of the unification of a various Italian-speaking mini-states and a major critic of the Metternich system. So kaning Metternich wanted to prevent the spread of liberal and nationalist movement that could threaten monarchies. Mao na ang Metternich system. He believed in republican government without kings, queens, and hereditary succession, and proposed a system for free nation and cooperated with each other to create an international system. For Mazzini, free independent state would be the basis of an equally free cooperative international system. So, gusto niya kay naay independent states. So, what is independent state? Kanang it is a country that has full control over its own government, laws, and decision without being ruled by another country. It has its own borders, leaders, and the power to make agreements with other nations. So, independent states are recognized by other countries and international organizations, allowing them to participate in global affairs. For example, sa mga independent state is as Philippines, Japan, and United States. Next. Okay, that's it for my report. I will give the floor to my co-reporter.
So, good evening once again. Now, let's proceed to Mazzini's influence on Woodrow Wilson. He is the President of United States and in 1913 to 1921. So, Wilson, like Mazzini, believed nationalism was essential for internationalism. So, as Mazzini was the 19th century Italian nationalist who believed the idea that nation should be free and self-governing. So, dili na kay ta mo go deeper kay Mazzini since na-introduce na and na-report na ni siya sa previous sa ako ang kauban, and according to him also that national freedom rather is the stepping stone towards broader international cooperation. So, kay Woodrow pod, here we can see he promoted self-determination, advocating for nations' right to free and sovereign governments. Wilson hoped that self-determined nations would become democracies, fostering international law and cooperation. So he was influenced by the ideas of Mazzini, and he saw nationalism not as divisive force but as something that is if properly channeled, could unite nations under shared values of democracy and sovereignty. So, unsa ni ang self-determination nga gi-promote ni Woodrow Wilson? So, kani siya kay he believed that peace could only be achieved if the nation had control over its destiny and free siya sa kanabitang mga rules sa from colonialism or imperial rule. But rather, he believed that kaning if ang nation ka na self-determination, so they have the right nga mag-govern of their own and mag-select og ilahang own governments and leaders. So, Wilson also became the leading advocate for the League of Nations after World War I, 1918, and he he aimed to make a platform for conciliation and arbitration to prevent future wars. And Wilson received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1990. So, unsa ni ang League of Nations? So, kani siya, mao ni siya ang first international government sige po siya, organization which nga kanang country ang mga nations kay magkahiusa bitaw which ang mission naning League of Nations is to promote ang i-promote nila ang peace around the world. So next, let's proceed. So the League of Nations failure and the rise of World War II. League of Nations was established in the same year, but despite opposition from the Senate, League of Nations failed to prevent another global the onset of World War II. And so siya ay promote ni Wilson ang League of Nations, pero na-failed siya in a way nga ang Senate kay wala bitaw ni-approve or i-reject sa Senate ang gi-propose ni Wilson kay ana sila man god nga it would entangle the United States in the future European conflicts, limiting its sovereignty. So and wala ni approve ay i-remove bitaw i-remove sa US Senate ang kaning nga mo join sa ay i-remove nila ang membership nila towards ani nga League of Nations. And the Axis powers, Germany under Hitler, Italy under Mussolini, and Japan under Hirohito, rejected internationalism and sought to impose their dominance through force. As World War II intensified with the Allied powers including the United States, United Kingdom, France, Holland, and Belgium opposing the Axis, the idea of internationalism was overshadowed by the realities of war. So kaning the Axis power kay mao ni sila ang nations or country bitaw nga mas gusto nila ay dili sila gusto kanang internationalism kay gusto nila nga gamitan bitaw nila of force towards kay kaning sa Japan kay gusto nila more on territory kana bitaw mangagaw sila og territory kay mao na ilang i-fight and pero ang end ani kay napildi sa Allied powers which is the United States, United Kingdom kay ilang na sila internationalism and nag-join force ang nation nila pero kaning the Axis power kay lahi-lahi man gud sila og kanang goal bitaw nga para sa ilang own country. And next, let's proceed to the legacy of the League of Nations. So, although the League of Nations failed to prevent World War II and was formally dissolved in 1946, so its legacy lived on institutional structures and principles it's inspired. So, ang League of Nations, miskan na failed bitaw siya kay naa siya naka-influence siya sa modern international organization which is nahimo ni ang World WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and the International Labor Organization. So, up until now, kay nag-exist Japonia and the League served as a blueprint or prototype for the future international cooperation. So, its principles survived World War II despite its dissolution, and it embodied liberal internationalism drawing from the key thinkers. So, we have here si Kant, Common International Principles, Mazzini, Cooperation and Respect Among Nations, and Wilson, Democracy of Self-Determination rather. So kay according kay Kant, the League inherited the notion of perpetual peace, the idea that countries should establish federation of free states governed by shared laws and principles to avoid war. And kay Mazzini rather, added the belief that cooperation among nations should build on mutual respect and moral responsibility for peoples. And Kay Wilson brought the ideas into the 20th century by emphasizing democracy and self-determination as cornerstones for internal peace. And next, so Karl Marx critique on nationalism and focus on class struggle. So Karl Marx was the major critic of Mazzini, though both were internationalists, and Marx rejected nationalism, believing it distracted people from global concerns, and he emphasized economic quality over nationalism, driving the world by social classes rather than countries. So, diba na-mention ako earlier nga, si Karl Marx, nakita niya ang nationalism as distraction from true source of global conflict, which is only ang class struggle. And according to him, he argued that nationalism tied people to domestic issues, blinding them to their shared economic oppression under capitalism. So, in his view, the world was not divided into nations but into classes, which is kaning capitalism or also known as bourgeoisie. These are the owners of factories, companies, and means of production, and proletariat class kani ang mga workers or laborers bitaw. And Marx believed that only by recognizing this class division could people unite globally in proletariat revolution to overthrow the capitalist system. For Marx, true internationalism wasn't about cooperation between sovereign states, but about solidarity among workers worldwide, transcending national borders. So, iyahan no kay wala niya gikuan ang nationalism, but iyang gi-focus nga imbis nga mag-grow ang kana nga nation kay naay division between the katong mga rich o katong mga laborer lang. And that's all for my part.
Karl Marx died in 1883, but his followers soon sought to make his vision concrete by establishing their international organization, which is the Socialist International. So the Socialist International was a union of European socialist and labor parties established in Paris in 1889. So, kani siya nga organization nagtapok diri ang mga nadra ang mga trabahante, mga workers no nga nag-believe sa sa perspective ni Karl Marx no. So, isa pag si Karl Marx namatay in 1883, murag ang kato yung mga followers or nag-follow kang followers na follow kay sila may nagpadayon no sa gusto ipaabot ni Karl Marx. So, in World War I, so Marx warning when workers and their organization take the side of their country. So, in World War I, the Socialist International collapsed during World War I as the member parties refused or were unable to join their internationalist efforts to fight for the war. So, ang uban magod is nag-refuse because yung organization, dili lang ni siya usa ka country. Kani siya is napalib na ang member aning Socialist International kay bisag unsa nga countries pag gawa sa World War I, ang uban ning refuse kay take sides sila lang kaugalingong country, wala sila ang uban kay nag-away pa silang kaugalingong kamimbro. So anong panahon na nag-collapse na ang Socialist International. So as the Socialist International collapsed, a more radical version emerged in so-called Russian Revolution of 1917, which is ang ilahang leader kay si Vladimir Lenin. Di ba dahil? Si Caesar Nicholas II was overthrown and replaced by a revolutionary government led by the Bolshevik Party. So, kani nga panahon sa Russian si Tsar Nicholas II pa ang namumuno or ang nag-handle sa nation sa Russia. So pag pag-collapse sa Socialist International na ay ninggawas nga Russian Revolution of 1917. So na-overthrown si Tsar Nicholas and replaced by a revolutionary government led by the Bolshevik Party and its leader. So pagka-overthrown ni Tsar Nicholas, ang nipulis siya kasi Vladimir Lenin, isa ka leader po sa Bolshevik Party. So this new state was called the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic or USSR. Unlike the majority of member parties of the Socialist International, the Bolsheviks did not believe in obtaining power for working class through elections. Rather, they exhorted the revolutionary vanguard parties to lead the revolution across the world. So, imbis nga magbunot-bunot kanay si Vladimir Lenin yang gibag-o no, imbis nga election mag-elect, mas nanggamit siya og violent nga paraan nga pamunuan ng usa ka lugar. So lahi po siya og perspective. So kung ang katong ang nag-follow kang Karl Marx, nag-post ng organization nga gitawag og Socialist International, kani po kang Vladimir Lenin na po siya nabuo nga organization nga gitawag og Communist International o Comintern in 1919. The Comintern served as the central body for directing Communist International. So, served the central body for directing Communist Party all over the world. Bisag sa Philippines, naman tayo mga Communist parties, no? Yan mo kanang sama sa mga leftists. Kanang nasa mga bukid, ganun sila, mga Communist Party na sila nga against sila sa balaod sa pamahalaan, which is kay ang kani magod kang Vladimir Lenin, no, dilis na mo kag elections, ilang gamit na din mga brutal or violent nga pamaagi sama sa mga buwat karon mga komunista dito sa Pilipinas nga dili sila gusto ng taktong election, dili sila gusto ng mga tarong nga leader, no, sila gubot. So this international was not only more radical than the Socialist International, it was also less democratic because it followed closely the top-down governance of the Bolsheviks. Many of the world states feared the Comintern. So, ang mga ubang kuan kinahadlok sila sa pamagi ning Comintern or the Communist International kay dili sila anad ba nga violente ang pamagi. So, believing that it was working in secret to stir up revolutions in their countries. Kay sa ato mga panahon na mag-good kay lahi man na pamagi. So, ilang na stereotype niya ang Communist International is i-take over na din ang world, no? Sila nang muhawid, sila nang mukuan sa bawat kuan, which is true man gyud kinahitabo man gyud na hanto drone, di ba? So a problem arose during World War II when the Soviet Union joined the Allied powers in 1941. The United States and the United Kingdom would, of course, not trust the Soviet Union in their fight against Hitler Germany. So, pag naganap sa World War II, ang mga Western countries like USA, United Kingdom, wala sila ni kuan sa mga taga-Russian, kaya ang taga-Russian magod nadra nagsugod, wala sila kanang wasa na kay tabang sa Russian nga makipag alyansa kontra kang Hitler o sa Germany, kay wala na sali kay basig traidoron sila sa Russia kay dira nagsugod ang Communist International o mga komunista. So that's all for my part. Okay, that would be all.